everyone, it's Kailei, and today I'm going to be telling you about the first time I ever did a mediumship reading for a client, accidentally. Quick disclaimer before I get started, please understand that what I'm talking about is a story from my point of view, and it describes my perception of reality and my personal belief system. I understand that's very different from other belief systems in this world, but I wholeheartedly believe that what I'm saying is true. Thank you for understanding that, and let's jump right into it. So at the time of this story, when this all first happened, I was in my parents' basement. I had put together a little studio or office space for myself to do reading. I worked on a website on the computer doing readings through a webcam, and I was offering psychic services only. Now, also at this time, I knew that my mom was a medium. She's been a medium my whole life. I knew that I could be a medium. I knew that it was somewhere there, but I had never explored it before because honestly it really scared me. The idea of speaking to the dead is an idea that I always believed in. There have been points where I've kind of wavered in my belief system. Could it actually be true? Is it real? What does it all mean if it is real? What does it all mean if it's not real? But ultimately, at this point in time, I believed in talking to people that have passed away. I believed that that was something that you could actually do, and I had never done it myself. So in this whole setup, I'm down in my basement at my computer desk doing a reading on webcam, talking to this woman about her job. The type of reading that I was giving to her wasn't with cards or with any other tool. I was actually just channeling the energy, as I talked about a little bit before, and using the psychic senses to help me gather the information. So basically what I was doing is close my eyes, feel what I'm feeling, and imagery would pop into my head. And that's called clairvoyance, where you just see the images popping into your head. This clairvoyant reading about her job went like this. I saw imagery in my mind of someone doing something with their hands, and I see that picture in my head. Someone's woodworking, someone's painting, someone's cooking, something that you have to use your tactile senses to do and to achieve. And so I said to this client, hey, I'm seeing this image in my head. I feel for you, it means that you should be doing this. I hope you can't hear that. They're working on the apartment above my apartment in my building, and they're being very loud. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I'm just going to continue. Anyway, moving forward, you see the image in your head. Yeah, there you go. So I'm seeing images of different types of jobs and different types of situations and giving her general advice. And all of a sudden in my head, clairvoyantly, I see the image of an elderly woman with bright pink hair. Here's where this all gets confusing, okay? When you're using clairvoyance and you're seeing things, it's very hard to decipher, is this just my own random thought, or is this actually something that I'm gathering from her spirit guides? I don't fully understand how this information works. And so in my mind, I was thinking, okay, this is just my own random thought from somewhere. Maybe I saw a woman with pink hair somewhere and it is making me think about it. Maybe something's jogging my memory that this woman's saying. I have no idea. But this is not relevant at all to what I'm talking about with this client. So I just push it to the side and keep talking with her. But again, I see this image, literally a picture in my mind of an elderly woman around 80 years old, very, very elderly, with bright pink short hair, bright hot pink hair. Again, see it again, ignore it again, just keep talking. And then I start to think in the back of my mind as I'm talking to this client, what if this is a spirit of someone in her life? And you don't have to believe me if you don't want to believe me, but at that desk, there was a cubby into the wall behind my computer that had our Wi-Fi router and some other cords. And so I had hung a piece of fabric in front of it. I don't want to see all the cords. I wanted to see a beautiful sparkling fabric. So it was pink fabric. And as I'm thinking to myself, what if this is the spirit of someone she knows? That fabric starts to rustle and move. And so at that point, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, the spirit of her grandma is here, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. This is something that my mom was doing at the time all the time, but I had never done it before, so I had no idea what to do. I had practiced mediumship before. I had kind of done some exercises that open up your mediumship, but never anything like this, never actually feeling and being with the spirit of a person. I was very confused, didn't know what to do. And so I just said to the client, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound very strange. And if I'm wrong, you can disconnect this reading, you can refund your money, whatever you need to do. But I need to tell you that in my mind, I'm seeing a picture of an elderly woman who has pink hair. I'm getting the the chills again just thinking about it because it was so crazy. But this client says to me, my grandma passed away a month ago during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so her, my mom, and myself all dyed our hair pink for that month. And so my grandmother passed away while she had hot pink hair. Her grandma had hot pink hair. And I understand skeptics. I do. Because if I didn't do this myself, I would also be in disbelief. But when I felt that moment, something so specific, I understand that your conscious bias can make you believe all sorts of stuff that's very vague. Do you know an elderly person that has passed away? 99% of us have. You know someone that has passed away in a car accident or from cancer. Again, like very vague stuff. How would I ever know that her grandma had pink hair? That's not a very vague thing to say. That's a very specific thing to say. And so I was so confused. And all I wanted to do was just leave, go talk to my mom. What does this all mean? What's happening to me? Something. Anything. I was very confused. So I just kept talking to her. And she was talking to me about how she really wanted to speak with her grandma. Tell me more about my grandma. I don't know more about your grandma. I don't know. I just saw that she was here. She's here. I feel her. The curtain behind the computer, it moved around in the wind. There's no wind. There's definitely something going on here. More than meets the eye. And so I just kept following the images in my mind. And I kept explaining them to her. Symbols like, I see a fire truck. And a fire truck is significant to you somehow. And she explained her grandma lived next to a firehouse. Again, how would I know that? And so I just kept going and kept talking to her about what I was seeing in my mind. It all felt so confusing. Thank you, construction workers. It all felt so confusing. None of it made sense. But to her, to that client, it meant everything. And to me, at that point, my life was changed forever. And now I know that I can speak to people that have passed away. And the story goes on from there. So if you would like to see more storytime videos with me, this is my first time doing a real storytime. I don't know if it's actually going to be entertaining or exciting, but I really liked telling it. And so if you want to see more of these or types of videos like this, let me know in the comments down below. If you like it, like this video, and please subscribe for more content. I'm here every Wednesday. Thank you so much, and I hope to see me in your future soon. Bye.